if it isn't me, video update just for you. So sorry, all you're gonna see is nostrils and my chest because I didn't set this up like I normally do. In fact, oh, can I? No, barely. Oh my goodness, barely. Can we? No, because I'm gonna turn off my air. I did it. Yes. Fabulous. Alright. So, let us make our turn here, shall we? So, it has been quite a little minute since I did a video. Just a car vlog. I'm not even a real vlogger, for real. Not the ones like I watch. If I were, I'd be popping them out like babies. I'm kidding. It takes 9 months. But anyway, besides all that, update video. I'm doing it. I'm getting what is controversial, a lot of controversial. I'm having the surgery. If you get what I mean, you'll know what I mean. I'm having the surgery. How did you lose all that surgery? Why did you have that surgery? Why couldn't you just work out and diet? That surgery. If you get what I mean without me saying it, congratulations. If not, I'm going to give you the abbreviation WLS. The sleeve. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing it. And I feel a lot of things. A lot of things. But having therapy is just awesome. I'm going to repeat it for the people in the back. Having therapy is awesome because, as my psychiatrist said, when you're getting up here, right, going through that process, you're ahead of the game, and that's what some people do not take care of is the mind up here. And I loved how she put that to me because I'm like, that is true, because I believe in my hearts of hearts, had I not actually started therapy 2 years ago, and I believe it's been about 2 years, give or take, it might have been just a year. If I hadn't started therapy, I believe that even if I, like right now, approved for the weight loss surgery, I don't think my frame of mind would be in the right spot. It definitely wouldn't. And I would set myself up for failure, more so than likely. So with that being said, I'm happy. I actually am legitimately happy. I'm just scared because it's the recovery part. I have to be put under anesthesia and just that part in general, because it's not that I've never had a surgery before. I've had a couple actually. And I feel like when I come up out of anesthesia, I'm like, as long as I have my right mind, I'm good. And it's just like, Brittany, chill out. It's just anesthesia. Boo. But like when you get put under like that, and somebody who has sleep apnea, who doesn't like sleep deep or have dreams. Lately, I've actually been having dreams because I know I'm in a good deep sleep, but they be freaking me out. But anyway, I'm getting a little off subject, which I normally do in these car vlog talks, whatever. But I am getting it, and for some people, they don't agree. But for the frame of mind I'm in right now, I know what this surgery entails. It is a tool. It is not going to cure all my problems. Again, this is only a tool. It is not going to fix my problems unless some genie in a bottle comes out and like, bam, fix. No, I still have to watch what I eat afterwards. Make sure I consume the right types of food. Protein, fiber, water. Not always juices, pops, and sodas. Even though I'm not really a big juice drinker per se. I will say that. I have indulged here and there, and lately, probably because of surgery, I'm like, oh, it's the last. I feel like some people think like it's your last to do this and it's your last to do that because you can't do that anymore. And it's like, no, that's not what the meaning is behind that. You can't. I think if we took away the negative from it, and not saying that we can't do this to our body, we can't do that, you're not allowed to, and put the you can, just remember, you can. Like, after I had surgery, yes, I'm not going to be able to sit up here and, like, go out to eat, just, do all the stuff that I'm used to doing. Absolutely not. But in time, when I heal from that surgery and then work my way up to regular foods, then I realize, yes, I can, but I have to remember what I've been taught. Eat stuff in moderation, eat the right portions, actually concentrate on the right foods to eat and what agrees and not agrees with my stomach. It's not that you can never ever just not have a hamburger or, your favorite greasy food. You just have to realize it's in moderation, boo. You just can't be wilding out after you shrunk your stomach down to the size of and I literally had it. This is what my stomach's going to be reduced to. Okay? The size of a banana. In this big old belly of mine, this is what I'm going to have my stomach be the shape of. Alright? The size of a banana. Okay? So, do you think all the food that I used to eat is going to fit in a banana stomach? Absolutely not. But I think people feel like it's a way of a fat person's cheating, because it's like, oh, well, with a smaller stomach, I don't have to eat, so then I get skinny, and then I don't do that. Wrong. Because as a nurse, having a nurse brain, essentially, if you don't eat enough, you're going to starve yourself, and then if you starve yourself, you'll end up dying. You'll throw your body out of homeostasis, okay? Just this is the nurse in me. Like, you can't starve yourself out, because if you do, you're gonna die. It's not gonna be today. Eventually, your body's gonna shut down. You're not gonna get all the stuff you need, and that will be your fate. I'm not saying automatically you starve yourself and you're gonna die. There's a process, and I think America's so caught up on these standards in their head, and they don't have all the facts, and they don't have all the knowledge to understand these types of things, and they just kind of go with, like, basically what the masses say. So if I were to announce to the world, hey, I'm having WLS, some people will be like, great, Brittany, and some people have them like, cool. But the reason why I didn't say is because back before I actually got it, there was such negativity around it, and that's what stopped me for the longest time, was that negativity. I'm already being a negative person in the head. I can already be negative about myself. I don't need you and you to. So when I first started my process, no, why would you do that? Okay, this is when I first started. It was back in June, July, but I hadn't started my classes yet. Now that I'm at the end and I'm actually getting in and approved for it, oh, that's great! I love that for you. And it's like, why was there such a negative beforehand, and then now I get the praise afterwards? Like, I don't get it. Because basically the people who did say, like, all you'll do is gain it back and it's not effective, it's not safe, and it's like, if you don't do it right, yes, if you're not in the right headspace, then yeah, it won't work out how you think it's supposed to. But if you have all your check marks and have actually everything in order, then yes, it will be okay. But if you don't, then you'll lose weight, but then you're going to set yourself up for failure later. Just saying. You will just basically set yourself up for failure, and then that's when people are like, and take it from me, I've just heard people talk about other people after going on that journey. See, all they did was not lose. All they did was gain back all their weight. They didn't stick with what they're supposed. And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is hard. Because you have, like your cravings, temptations, people's talk and negativity surrounding your head, and it's bad. Like, I can understand why some people who are overweight like me don't do it, and they just stay where they're at, and or they gain more weight and they have more issues because it's not right up here, and people around them, even though some people would probably argue, well, it shouldn't matter what somebody else says. You shouldn't, people please, but like you try not to do that, but then you still have that negative talk and negative people and just want to say stuff, and it's like as much as you want to push it out and be your own person, sometimes it's hard because you're conditioned and being told like that's the best way to do stuff, because if you don't do it this way, you don't do it that way, you're not a good person. And or not even that, you're not a good person, like you're just not doing what they feel like what's your normal. But that's okay. You just do you. You do you. You do what's good for you. And I feel like my frame of mind has changed as to why I want this, and I feel like that's why I'm speaking positivity over it, that it's been a good thing, and that's why I'm able to have the surgery instead of having for XYZ. There's a lot of snow out here, so that's why I've been driving like a grandma and trying not to like dashing through the snow and hitting someone, like not trying to, no copyright, but you get my drift. Oh dear. Oh, I'm 35 and I had that brain fart, and that's what happens. You have that brain fart and you forget and you go on a tangent, but anyway. I feel like just people's negativity, and when you're used to doing the same thing over and over and you're comfortable, that's how you are. But for me, I had to change my frame of mind. Instead of saying, I'm going to do it for this, I'm going to do it for that, I had to change my mind frame and positive. Like, I'm doing this for me. This is another thing I can do for myself to be healthier. And as my psychiatrist put it, like, you're gaining new things. You're not losing anything. You're gaining new things, like more health. You can try new things. You can have a smaller body and have different clothing options. And that's kind of what I'm excited for, because you know what? As much as your girl likes to, be okay with being in her plus-size body, I don't have to compete with other girlies trying to get the right size clothing, okay? And it's not me trying to be mean, no tea, no shade. Do you know how hard it is to sit up here and order clothes or even get them in the store? And I think you and the general population are like 3X and 4X, and you're trying to like, now come on. See, this is why I said I have to pay attention while I drive. There's still snow and ice. Anyway, it's like, girl, it's like, are we getting like multiples, or do we know when the sales are going to be out, because y'all just grabbing up all the clothes and I don't get none, and then I gotta like wait for a 3 or 4X, especially like a 3X. My God, like it's rough. And You know, like people are like, oh, that's ugly, and just a lot of stuff. It's just annoying and nerve-wracking. But anyway, this might have to be a twofer, but I am at work. I will catch y'all on my next car vlog whenever I update. I'm out.